Okay.
Okay.
I got the song.
Hey, everybody.
It's a beautiful day right here in our homes. A beautiful day with our friends on our phones.
Could you be mine?
Would you be mine?
It's a neighborly day right here with you. A beautiful day with friends who are true. Could you be mine?
Would you be mine?
We have always wanted to have a niece or nephew just like you. We've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with friends like you. So, let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we all want to say, maybe, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? We'd like to start today with a shout out. Hey!
Hey!
This shout out is for...
Hey! What? Oh.
It's for Dustin.
Dustin!
He ran a marathon all by himself, on his own, because he trained for it, he was ready for it, and it was a very big goal. And although his race had to be canceled, because otherwise there would have been a very big crowd of people running too close together, Dustin figured out a way and a time he could go out and run safely by himself and achieve his goal. And he was able to cross the finish line in his own living room, unlike Uncle Rob, wearing a special 143 I Love You racing bib made by Bree, and getting a medal and an extra super special award made by Charlie. So all together, if Uncle Rob gets his asthma-like thing, you know, his little inhaler, let's yell.
What? What are we yelling?
We're going to yell, congratulations, Dustin.
Okay.
Loud enough so he can hear it all the way out in California. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations, Dustin!
Oh, and now we're all going to learn to cheer.
What?
To celebrate how great it is
Okay.
that we are all staying home as much as we can,
Yay!
exercising on our own and with the people we love and live with to help beat this virus. Yay! So here's it goes. Okay, can you follow along?
Okay, maybe.
We're at home. 1, 2. Tell me,
Me.
who are you?
Who are you?
We're
Me.
at home. 3, 4. Tell me, who are you for?
Who are you for?
We're at home. 5, 6. Tell me, who do you pick?
Do you
We're
pick?
at home. 7, 8.
7, 8.
Tell me,
Who is great? And Beth?
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are. We are. Yay! Woohoo! All right. Great job.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, good.
That was great. So next up is a little segment we like to call Silly Jokes. This is Uncle Rob's specialty. He loves to tell silly jokes, and he especially loves to laugh really hard at his own jokes. You'll see what I mean. Take it away, Uncle Rob.
Okay, may I please have the jokes? Thank you.
Here you go, Uncle Rob.
Thank you. And I have some jokes. Okay. Let's read the first joke. Why did the bicycle fall asleep in the road?
I don't know, Uncle Rob. Why? I thought I should respond.
Because it was too tired. Uncle Floyd, eat your heart out. Okay. Here comes another joke. What did one volcano say to the other? Ed McMahon, ladies and gentlemen. What did one volcano say to the other?
I don't know, Uncle Rob. What did it say? Do you not want a response? I won't do it. Just tell me.
That's not what one volcano said to the other. Aunt Beth. What one volcano said to the other was, I love you. I love you. Got a third joke. One more joke. Better laugh. Okay. What is brown and hairy and wears sunglasses? And McMahon?
I wasn't going to speak this time. I didn't know what you wanted.
A coconut on vacation! Vacation. Thank you for watching my jokes with me. Okay, and now it's time for story time with Aunt Beth. And Aunt Beth is going to start reading a book to you called The Phantom Tollbooth by Norton Juster, illustrated by Jules Pfeiffer. And so I hope that you love this book as much as so many people do.
Why are you upside down, Uncle Rob? So, The Phantom Tollbooth, Chapter 1, Milo. There was once a boy named Milo who didn't know what to do with himself. Not just sometimes, but always. When he was in school, he longed to be out, and when he was out, he longed to be in. On the way, he thought about coming home, and on the way home, he thought about coming back. Wherever he was, he wished he were somewhere else, and when he got there, he wondered why he bothered. Nothing really interested him, least of all the things that should have. It seems to me that almost everything is a waste of time, he said one day as he walked dejectedly home from school. I can't see the point in learning to solve useless problems or subtracting turnips from carrots or knowing where Ethiopia is or how to spell February. And since no one bothered to explain why these things were important to him, he regarded the process of seeking knowledge as the greatest waste of time of all. And here he is, Milo, walking home with a little bird up there. As he and his unhappy thoughts hurried along, for while he was never anxious to be where he was going, he liked to always get there as quickly as possible. It seemed a great wonder that the world, which was so large, could sometimes feel so small and empty. And worst of all, he continued sadly, there's nothing for me to do, nowhere I'd care to go, and hardly anything worth seeing. He punctuated this last thought with such a deep sigh that a house sparrow who was singing nearby stopped and rushed home to be with his family. Without stopping or looking up, Milo dashed past the buildings and busy shops that lined the street, and in a few minutes he was home. He dashed through the lobby, hopped on the elevator, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, off again, opened the apartment door, rushed into his room, flopped dejectedly onto the chair, and grumbled softly. Another long afternoon. He looked glumly at all the things he owned. The books that were too much trouble to read. The crayons and paints he'd never learned to use. The small electric automobile he hadn't driven in months, or was it years? And hundreds of games and toys and hats and balls and bits and pieces scattered all around him. And then to one side of the room, just next to his record player, he noticed something he had certainly never seen before. Who could possibly have left such an enormous package, and such a strange one? For while it was not quite square, it was definitely not round, and for its size, it was larger than almost any other big package that he'd ever seen. Attached to one side was a bright blue envelope that said simply, "For Milo, who has plenty of time." Of course, if you've ever gotten a surprise package, you can imagine how puzzled and excited Milo was. And if you've never gotten one yet, well, pay close attention because someday you will. "I don't think it's my birthday," he said, puzzled, "and Christmas must be months away, and I haven't been very good, or even really good at all." He had to admit that, even to himself. "Probably I won't like it anyway, but since I don't know where it came from, I can't possibly send it back." He thought about it for quite a while, and then he decided to open the envelope, just to be polite. It says, "One genuine turnpike toll booth." And then it went on, "Easily assembled at home, and for use by those who have never traveled to lands beyond." Beyond what? Thought Milo as he continued to read. "This package contains the following items. Number 1, a genuine turnpike toll booth to be erected according to directions. 3 precautionary signs to be used in a precautionary fashion. assorted coins for use in paying the tolls at the toll booth, and one map, up to date and carefully drawn by master cartographers depicting natural and man-made features. One book of rules and traffic regulations, which must not be bent or broken. And in smaller letters at the bottom it concluded, results are not guaranteed, but if not perfectly satisfied, your wasted time will be refunded. And here's Milo and the box and the note. Following the instructions, which told him to cut here, lift here, fold back all around, he soon had the toll booth unpacked and set up on its stand. He fitted the windows in place and attached the roof, which extended out on both sides, and fastened the coin box. It was very much like the toll booths that he'd seen many times on family trips, except of course it was much smaller and purple. What a strange present, he thought to himself. Well, at least they could have done was to send a highway with it, for it's terribly impractical without one. But since at the time there was nothing else he wanted to play with, he decided to set up the 3 precautionary signs. Slow down approaching the toll booth. Please have your fare ready. Have your destination in mind. And slowly he unfolded the map. As the announcement stated, it was a beautiful map. So many colors showing roads and rivers and seas, towns and buildings, mountains and valleys, intersections and detours, sites of outstanding interest, beautiful and historic. The only trouble was that Milo had never heard of any of the places on there, and even the names sounded very peculiar. I don't think there really is such a country, he said after studying the map carefully. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. And he closed his eyes and he poked a finger at the map. Dictionopolis, read Milo slowly when he saw what his finger had landed on. Oh well, I might as well go there as anywhere. He walked across the room, dusted the car off carefully, then taking the map and rule book with him, he hopped in and, for lack of anything better to do, he drove slowly up to the toll booth. As he deposited his coins and rolled past the toll booth, he remarked wistfully, I do hope this is an interesting game. Otherwise, the afternoon will be terribly dull. And that's the end of chapter 1. Next time, we'll read about Beyond Expectations, chapter 2. So thank you for spending some time today with
Uncle Rob
and Aunt Beth.
and Beth.
It was fun. But it's time to say goodbye. So here's the goodbye song. Sing along with us, please. Goodbye, everybody. We love you.
We love you.
Okay.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. The sun has gone to
bed,
and so must I. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. See you next time.